Yo, guys, what is up? Welcome to So Crypto, your home for Crypto TA. I am your host, Martin, and today we're going to be looking at another Crypto and Beer episode. I'm actually drinking wine tonight. It should be called Crypto and Wine, but, Crypto and Beer sounds much cooler, plus more appealing to the masses. So, Crypto and Beer, that's the name of the stream. So, if you're catching the stream live, welcome, and if you're catching the replay and have any suggestions for us, please leave us a comment below. I really want to know what you're thinking. Also, if you want to be up to date with the latest crypto-related news and technicals, make sure you subscribe to the channel. You hit the like button and the bell. That way you will be notified when we live. If you want to keep on chatting with me whenever the stream is done, join us in the Discord. Links will be going out here shortly, if they have not yet gone out. I think they're already pinned at the top of the channel. How's it going, y'all? Thank y'all for being here. Scrog, what is up, my friend? Andrew, what up? Demay, yo. And Todd says, let's go. Hey, we gotta say it. When someone says let's go, we'll try to say it like Mario, right? Like, let's go. It's a me, Mario. Oh, man. That wine's good. Anyways, what's happening today? Not a lot, right? We're seeing what we talked about. Stagnation. Let's go check out market cap, and then we'll come back to the corn, right? On the daily. What's happening? Oh, no. We're doing stagnation day. I think it just looks the same right now. So, not there yet at 1.03 trillion. We know that's the price to beat. We are flagging a little bit. Not the end of the world. There's bearish divergence strong against the MACD. That is putting pressure on the price. We talked about this yesterday. It being a possibility and where we could go with that. Right now, we're still moving sideways, a little bit down. So, really not a lot going on after that. Before I jump on the Bitcoin, good news, guys. Good news. Got a call from the project manager person, and the kitchen's gonna be ready tomorrow. So starting Monday. Monday's the day off for the kitchen officially. So that's what I'm saying. I'm gonna stream on Mondays. But starting Monday, I can start moving things in. And the only bad thing is that there's still a lot of things that are missing. So I got some of the packaging equipment in, or packaging materials in. I still have not gotten the seals in. I still have not gotten some of the bags in. I still have not gotten the food wrapping paper in. They should be coming in next week. And then some other minor things that are going to be arriving within the next 2 weeks or so. The other things are not major. I don't need them per se. We are making our own bacon. And we're smoking our own bacon. The good thing is I'm getting a small smoking machine that I can just put and cover the bacon. And I'll just smoke, grab some of that smoky flavor, which is good. And I can also smoke the burgers, which is another plus. But I'm not going to get until, I think about a week and a half. So to start with, we're going to have to start with store-bought bacon, which is not good, right? It's not good. It's not the best bacon, man. When I make our own bacon, we're making everything. We're making the bed. We're making the bed. Yes, we made the beds every day. We're making the bread. We're baking the bread. We're making our burger blends. We are making, the bacon. We're making our barbecue sauces. We can make our mayo, but we're not going to make it for now. We're just going to start with, the commercial brand stuff because, it's a flavor people prefer, I guess. But we are going to get some chili pastes coming in the next couple of weeks, and then we're going to start offering the super spicy ones. We also got the the tacos menu and the burritos menu all settled today, and the stick food, right? The cheese sticks, the chicken fingers, the fish and chips, everything that's just basically looked and shaped like a stick that you can eat with with your hands and with your friends as well, but it's fried. All that food is just going to go onto its own menu. And then we're just missing the chilaquiles menu, which is also going to have some other tacos that are going to be able to go on to the afternoon. I'm just trying to figure out how to maximize the kitchen time. With that said, it is fun. It is a fun project. I'm super excited. Not really being able to work on the websites today. I was just finishing pricing items on the menu. And it's just going to be a blast. I mean, I can't wait for us to get onto the apps and start cooking. And then just taking delivery orders. Can I deliver to the US? I wish. I am working on the verticals as well, right? Because all businesses must have different revenue incomes. So they're vertical lines of income. One of them is everything that we could put and we can package individually. Like, if our barbecue sauce becomes a hit, then, we're going to be able to sell it individually. If our If our tortillas become a hit, then we can sell them individually. If some of our desserts become hits, we can package them and sell them individually. So everything that basically could become its own vertical, like our hot sauces and things like that, then that we're gonna try to make them and push them on the website, on the King's Table website. It's just a lot of fun to get this project going. It is resource intensive, right? It's taking a lot of cash, not a obscene amount, but let's say, since it's all for delivery, I think it's around $7,000 that I'm gonna have to put in by the end of month 1 and month 2, and then after that it should all be profitable, hopefully before, right? If we sell more than 3 menu items a day for each of the menus that we're handling, then it's profitable after with month 1. If we don't, then we sell 2 or 1. Yeah, it's a bit of a sluggish start, but we should be profitable by month 3. So yeah, it's fun, man. What's up? Not much. Just talking about getting the kitchen and the other stuff that's arriving, which is fun. And now let's talk crypto, right? Let's start talking crypto. All right, so if you'll remember Bitcoin, we talked about this. We talked about the bearish divergence being here. We talked about the pressure on the price that could build and how it was going to be extremely important for us to close above 21,294 if we wanted to go to 21,955 and then potentially 23,220. Right now, we're below the target. So we are flagging again, not really worried about the move yet. Here we had a pump and drop kind of. Here it looks more like a flagging stage, right? We just rallied. Now we are flagging a little bit. So with the flagging, it's a small waiting period. Now, we could still drop to 20,911 and still flag a little bit before we try to recover again, which I'm hoping it's going to be the case. I'm not in the camp that we're going to drop towards December, right? I think it'll be extremely weird if we have a super red December. Other people, like I said, have disposable income. People have cash on hand. They want to invest. They want to do stuff with their money. They get, their end of year bonuses. They start to get all this stuff coming in towards this month. A lot of spending coming in for, Black Friday and Cyber Monday sales. So the economy should be kickstarting quite a bit towards the end of the year, and, people buying Christmas gifts and all this stuff. So yeah, I believe we could see a rally towards the end of the year. Hope that's just the outlook that I have for the market. General, feeling on market cycles and things like that. I could be wrong, but usually that's how markets behave, right? That's why it's a good time for the food industry towards the end of the year, because people have more disposable income, people go out and eat more, people spend more money on food, people spend more money on gifts. So, the retail and food industry tend to do good towards the end of the year. And then January, people are spent. Kids have to go back to school for the second half of the semester. So they're spent for January, and then things kick off. And they're really well off until, August, July or August before back to school. And then the month they go back to school is usually really sluggish because, people have to pay tuitions. They have to pay, registration, they have to pay uniforms, they have to buy books, they have to buy notebooks. So people are spent for those months. That's why we tend to see cyclical declines, right, on those times. Not just for restaurant business, but business in general. People are not spending a lot because they're already spending on other things they need for their kids' vacation. So right now, I do believe that towards the end of the year, we should be looking for potential rallies to happen. Not super strong rallies. I don't think we get above 30K. I'll be extremely surprised if we get above 30K. But, a rally to 25K, 23K, would not be weird, and I'm hoping that's just what we start to set off towards the end of the year, right? We'll keep on checking, and we'll keep on seeing how things go. I'll still be coming back on Mondays, and then I'll try to figure out how to connect through the other days, if I'm going to be able to connect throughout the other days, but we shall see. Let's go to the 4-hour. On the 4-hour, we also have the bearish divergence. Remember, against the RSI. Look, bearish. We were up here when we were live. We closed at I think it was this candle. We're closing this candle here at the 10 p.m. Next candle tried to recover, but we failed ultimately again. 1,294 resistance. We are flagging, like I said, right? We're starting to get that flag formation coming through. And this flag formation usually tends to break to the upside, right? So it's a consolidation pattern. We should be seeing another leg up. There's really not a lot else developing since yesterday, right? I mean, we already called a move, waiting for something to develop, but, the flag is there. We're still bought at 64.19. We're extremely overbought, and like I said, it could be a shift in trend. It could be that, the trend is done. The uptrend is done, and we start to look for some movement down. Then, we'll try to recover towards the end of the month. But for now, the flag that we're making would lead me to believe that we should be expecting to see more action to the upside. And hopefully that's going to be the case here for crypto. Let's go to the 1 hour. Again, if you guys enjoy the content that is produced here on this here channel, make sure you hit the like, the bell, and the sub, right? All right, so in the 1 hour, look, we're live here. We rejected that zone. Remember, we're struggling already with the 11 p.m. candle. That's when we went off the air around 11 and change. We talked about the importance of getting above that area. We not only failed once, right here, failed twice, failed 3 times. And now we're just flagging. We're below 20, not the best place to be at. But again, we don't have a lot going on. And the other thing that we talked about is this move, right? If we were dropping lower, we're probably going to create some bullish divergence hidden. And that was going to try to get us to hold. And we're talking about it maybe meeting it here at around that 20 moving average, and how if we were able to hold with that hidden divergence of 20 moving average, it could be extremely beneficial. We weren't able to hold it, but we're also not able to get above it, right? So it's not good. That's what I'm saying. It's not looking really good overall. Why? We broke the 20. We've been rejecting it consistently. Look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 times. Can we get another crack at it? Yeah. I mean, we could. We could try to get another go at that 20 moving average. And we could try to break it, right? We've just been hitting it so many times that we could just be weakening that supply that's there. Or people that trade around that zone could be weakening it, and then we try to rally again. On a zoomed in version here, you're going to be able to see this move. And it is strong bullish divergence, right? Towards this closing portion. Right, so this will track to here. And we're in that sideways motion. And then here we're starting to drop a bit. Right? And we're creating strong bullish against the MACD. That could lead to more action to the upside. Steve, how's it going, my friend? Haven't seen you in the longest time. I'm so glad that you are here, man. And I hope that, you are doing good, bro. You think we nuked end of the month yet? Like I was saying, man, I do believe towards the end of the year we should be expecting to see some people have more disposable income on hand, and economy could still be trying to go. Hopefully we get rallies coming through, right? Neutral 49.84. That's it for Bitcoin. Unfortunately, from yesterday to today, there's really not a lot. Right, our call was spot, talked about the bearishness, talked about potential rejection on this zone and the difficulties we're going to face. We're seeing that we talked about having bearishness on the daily, the 4 hour, and the 1 hour, what that could mean. So we're still spot on here. Let's check. Ethereum. Steve says, going well. Moved tons of things. Changed. Haha. Just saw the notification pop up, so I caught the stream. All right. I know what happens. Your wife tells you to go to sleep and be quiet. So you have to put your headphones on and then spin butt to be listening, and then you fall asleep when you're listening to the stream. So you'd rather just pass out. I'm kidding. But I do know that, you cannot be loud because your kids are sleeping and whatnot. But thanks for being here, man. Thanks for stopping by. Streams are going to be a little bit more iffy, like I was saying at the beginning, right? I'm starting some restaurant businesses. Get the kitchen delivered tomorrow, or the kitchen's ready tomorrow, so I'm able to move in on Monday. And this is gonna take a lot of time for me, and at least at the beginning, until I get the restaurant going and thing looks better, right? So yeah, it's gonna require 100% of my time there. And Mondays, it's gonna be the streaming days, I guess, because that's my day off from the restaurant. But we shall see. Kitchen streams. Yeah, I do get free internet there because it's just a dark kitchen, so we're just gonna be delivering food. Not sure how many streams I'm able to get out of there, particularly when I'm serving orders until 9 p.m. 9 p.m. is gonna be the cutoff for the kitchen, at least in the beginning, and I'm gonna see, right? Some nights I might let it go a little bit longer and see how many more orders we get towards that last hour, and then determine if it's worth it being there for that last hour. Just like Mondays, right? For the beginning, we're not working on Mondays. We're gonna take them off. Gotta rest a day. But since I'm in a privileged area, the area where I'm at has a lot of affluence and has a lot of people, and a lot of people come towards this area. So it has major hotels like Hyatt, Intercontinental, Marriott's, JW Marriott's, W's. It has really big name hotels. They do have kitchens, which is fine, but it's a high tourist area. It's a high business area. So a lot of people tend to move into the zone for business from Monday to Fridays. And it has a huge residential area that it's within the service zone. So I am servicing a well-located venue zone, and I think that's going to help with sales. And it's just all social media management because we don't have a fixed a brick and mortar store where people can actually stop and sit down, look at the menu, look at the decoration, and sit down and eat. So we have to target social media, and that's where a lot of our investments are going to go. Sakmar, how's it going? Thank you very much for being here. So I'm not sure, Steve, I'm going to be able to stream from the kitchen. It's going to be noisy. It's just going to be me there at the beginning. The wife's going to help me out a little bit. But it's going to be fun. And it's just something that I have a lot of faith in. I believe it could be a really good business. I believe it could be game changing. And if the projections come through in like 4 to 5 months, I can hire people to be at the kitchen. And then things will be so much different. I'm just going to have a lot of time. I'm just going to be supervising the kitchen. I just get to go hang out, help out with some stuff, maybe even open a second location. It just and that is the slow projection. It's growing, starting by selling 2 item menus a day for an average ticket of like $7, $10 or something like that, even $12.50. And all I need to do is just keep that, sell 2 of each item menu, and that's for there's gonna be 6 menus that we're delivering. And if we can do that, bro, we're on the other side. In like 3 months, I have people hired. 4 months we have people hired. If we had 4 orders coming in a day for each one of the restaurants and menus, then I can hire someone in like 2 months. Plus, we could also hire people that are working at culinary school to do their optional practical training with us, right? So we'd hire people to do practical training with us, and that is just super cheap because you don't pay them full price. They're there to learn. Plus, they get to put their skills to work, and then it's like a advantage, right? We get to pay them not as much as we would a full salary person, but we also get to learn what they know from culinary school, and then we get to apply it on our kitchen, which is good because I don't have any chef formation, so it's gonna be awesome. So we're looking at different ways of getting this off the ground, yeah. And yes, Joel Gregory says sushi. What? We're not gonna be serving sushi, bro. That's fish, and handling raw fish is a pain in the butt. We're gonna do poke, and we're gonna do Chinese food and some other Oriental foods. I know poke is not Oriental, it's Hawaiian, but we're going to be also doing other Oriental foods like a Japanese menu and things like that. But that's going to be like 5 to 6 months down the road, maybe even 7 to 8 months down the road, right? Steve says, are you still working a job then? No. What kind of food are we doing? We're going to be doing hamburgers. We're going to have breakfast burgers. We're going to have lunch and dinner burgers. We're going to have burritos, tacos. We're going to have fried foods like cheese sticks with fries, or chicken fingers with fries, or fish and chips. Everything that is shaped like a stick and it is fried. That's just the whole concept of that. And all desserts and everything that we do is gonna be like stick shaped. So stick shaped, what do you call them? Scottish biscuits, shortbread cookies. Stick shaped entrees, like stick-shaped, grilled cheese sandwiches, with some nice tomato sauce and things like that. And then after that, we're gonna be doing chilaquiles, which is basically like your nacho chips, which is basically fried tortilla chips, but we put hot sauces on them. So like you have a green tomato sauce or a red tomato sauce with peppers that go in, and you put cheese on top, cream, and then you can either add chicken or eggs, or you can add other meats. We're gonna have variations that are other typical foods like mole and things like that. We're gonna implement them in other variations onto the burgers, onto the chilaquiles. And that's just a whole starting point. After that, I think about 2 months in, we start with healthier alternatives like green juices or fresh orange juice, carrot juice, freshly squeezed, egg whites or whole eggs, because it doesn't really matter. It's cholesterol, but it's all good cholesterol in the end. And just have it with spinach or mushrooms, or just healthy alternatives to all the fried stuff that we're going to be selling, right? So we have to balance it out. And after that, we're going to start a soup menu. And all we're going to sell there is going to be soups. And we're going to have, from your regular chicken soup to pozole to, just ramen. We've been making a non-traditional Japanese ramen because we're not making a dashi with the kombu and with the bonito flakes and things like that. But we just been doing extraction of we just throw in some meat with bones in them and some marrow, and we just cook them really slow for a long time. We get some good extraction of that. That soup is so good that if you leave it out just to room temperature, it'll turn into like gelatin because it has so much collagen. It's so good. And when you just put that soup in and just toss some like homemade ramen, because that's what we've been doing. We're making our ramen, we're making our pastas. Just when you toss that ramen in, it is so freaking tasty, bro. It's so good. So it's not your traditional Japanese ramen, but we are gonna be making a ramen version. Because why? It's super cheap to make ramen. We can put in a whole lot of ramen. Like, think about this: a liter of soup is just filled with 400 grams of ramen, ton of soup, and just some of the meat that is on the soup, plus some charred meat that we're also going to be making on the side, and then just your hard boiled egg to go with the soup, and it's so freaking good, man. We already tried it. We've tried it with friends. Everyone so far has loved it. No one's given us a bad review on the soup, and we've tell people, like, be brutally honest, what would you change? And on other menu items, we've gotten critique, and on the soup, it's like just spot on every time. Like, it's not super salty. It's just spot on flavor, on food, on content-wise food, right? And it's just really, really good, and it's super cheap. So it's one of those items that people would appreciate because the people want to buy a lot of food for a little money, right? Because they want to get filled. So making pasta, it's like super cheap. So yeah, it's fun, man. I'm having a lot of fun here. Jalapeno stick. Yeah, we can make jalapeno poppers on stick. Get for me. Thanks. So chicken. Yeah, it's so chicken, man. So I'm my own boss now. Chicken wings, yeah. Chicken wings are expensive, dude. Since like the chicken wing craze started, they used to be a discard product. It used to be really cheap. Now buying chicken wings is expensive. You want to sell wings, they have to be at a really high price. So we're not getting into the wing game for now. Maybe later, but not right now. It's right now everything's about item and recirculation. So we have tomatoes for the burgers, and from other forms of meals that we're making, like some breakfast meals and things like that have fresh tomatoes. But if some of the tomatoes start to go ripe or are starting to go past their time, they're all going to go into the tomato sauce for pastas, or for bolognese sauce and things like that. Or even for the sticks, we make our own ragu sauce, just based off carrots, celery, onions. You fry them slightly, then we add our tomatoes, some herbs, and some wine towards the end, and we just let it reduce and simmer for a long time. So salt, pepper, whatever. So we have way to rotate items to reduce losses of produce, and all the menus. That's basically how they're based. So the meat for the burgers is just basically ground fresh on the day, and it could last up to one more day on the fridge. But other than that, we're not ever going to freeze it. So it has to go to some other meal, like meatballs or, bolognese sauce and things like that. So it's all about item usage strategically, to where some things are going to start getting to, the point where they might start to go past due. They're going to get you something and prolong their life. So it's pretty good. This is in Mexico. This is in Mexico. Yeah. Breakfast burgers. Yes, breakfast burgers, bro. It's just it's kind of like an oxymoron because a burger has to have meat and bread. The breakfast burgers are really not breakfast burgers per se. They're just eggs mixed with some other stuff like chorizo or some other stuff, which is a form of meat. It's just a pig form of meat, not a cow form of meat. But it's still a form of meat, not beef, just pork, and that it's still gonna go into those burgers. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. It's just a lot of fun to design these menus. Dude, I'm making you hungry. Yes, I'm sorry about that. Yes, this is in Mexico. I think I already established that. It's going to be a lot of fun, guys. It's just one of my projects. I'm super excited for this one. I loved cooking for the longest time. I've always wanted to do something like this. I'm going to get to try my hand on it. And, yeah, it is scary not to have a fixed job to rely on for income. But, obviously when you have a family, the last thing you want to do is put them through any kind of hardships and things like that. My wife's super supportive of the idea. She's gonna help me out, with the breakfast hours and getting stuff ready towards until she has to go pick up the kids from school, and then she's gonna come home with them, and then I'm just gonna have to be stuck there, solo on the trenches, making sure everything goes smoothly. But yeah, she's super supportive, and yeah, it's a bit scary not to rely on a regular income just to make money. Markets have not been the best right now to at least make some money trading or some good money trading. I don't short the markets, so it's I have not been taking advantage of the drops. I'm waiting for the market to start to recover, to open some positions, and maybe look to take some profits towards long term. But it's not a short term game, at least not for me. So with that. It is going to be interesting. We have to rely, like I said, on social media. We're figuring out, I was talking to the wife, what are we going to do for social media? How are we going to be attacking this? And how are we going to get this to grow? So, it is nice. It's scary, right? It's not like super scary. There's one of those things that you're going to have to, I'm hoping we're not going to fail. That's just, I don't think we're going to fail. No, I'm not hoping. I just don't think we're going to fail. It's just I hope the recovery is as fast as we had projected on the worst case scenario. Because we did numbers with super bad projections and super low income. So if we can manage to beat those projections, we should be better off. And it's just time. So like the total delivery and takeout. Yeah, it's total delivery. It's a dark kitchen. Actually, no takeout. Oh, it's just delivery. I'm trying to figure out a way to get takeout there, but they told me people cannot stop outside and you deliver to them, right? It has to be delivery. So either that or we're gonna have to hire someone later on a bike, which again is more risk, it's more for liability. Have a rider go and deliver foods, but yeah, trying to figure out how we're gonna get this going. Afterwards, there's plans for growth. There's alternatives that we're looking at. Like I said, different business verticals. We're looking at some point in time becoming also a restaurant incubator. So what does that mean? There's a lot of people that are, like I said, in culinary school that are young, that have good ideas, but they don't have the capital to get their restaurant off the ground. So what we're going to try to do is, we already have the kitchen, we have the equipment. Why don't you open your menu up with us? We already have the contacts to buy stuff. We can cook your menu. You can be in the kitchen. You can help the kitchen with all the other menus. Plus, we'll help your menu grow. And then we'll just take our percentage cut of the profits. And once your menu has grown and you've proven your concept and you want to open a business or like an actual restaurant, we can help you upset that as well. And we'll just be partners with you throughout that. So it could really get us to grow on a really high level restaurant-wise, because we could attract a lot of young talent that has good ideas, that is not afraid of failing. They're not risking a lot. They're just trying their hand at their menu. We can ask them for some, for them to put in some cash or some capital, some skin in the game. So it's not just, just them just suggesting dumb ideas. Have them put some skin in the game. We'll help them with the rest of the costs, because we already have the establishment with the delivery companies, with our providers and whatever, and just grow that way as well. We're just looking at so many different ways that this project could start expanding. That would be freaking amazing. So yeah, that's us making him hungry. Yeah, you have authentic Mexican. That's pretty good, man. That's awesome. like some good food. I think it authenticity. It's good if you're looking for that type of food. For me, it just breaks down on flavor, right? It's what's the flavor profile of the restaurant. If it's even if it's a fusion restaurant, it has some good authentic stuff, or maybe even some fused stuff. If the food is good, that's all you need, man. You know, you need to have something that hits that spot that tells you, bro, that was freaking amazing. Right? That's what we're going for. Super amazing plates, and super awesome food, just high quality on everything. You know, that's what we're taking control of a lot of things, and that's what we're making a lot of things. Like, you know, I said our meat blends, we're making our own tortillas, we're making our own burger buns. You know, everything that we can do on our own, that we have control over the quality, we're taking that advantage. So it really sets us up to, you know, have higher quality than, you know, people that buy, you know, pre-ground meat, or, you know, they get the meat ground at their butchers, but, you know, ultimately they have no final say on how much fat came out. We're not really looking at the pieces of meat that were going in. We're just really, really controlling everything from the beginning. So I think we're going to be doing really good on that. John Gregory says, hey man, can you take a quick look at VT? Yeah, bro, no worries. Let me finish Ethereum and then we'll go check out that, right? I think we were already done with Ethereum, probably. I'm not sure. Bullish divergence, trying to get above 1,618. I don't think we talked about Ethereum, but we're going to do this real quick. Bearish divergence, rejection at 1,674. That's good. Starting to flag, nothing crazy. 4-hour chart, similar story, right? We were looking for that hidden bullish, still here. Like we said, we can still drop to a 20 before we get some kind of recovery. And again, the recovery is going to go to 1,674. We had the bearish divergence strong, putting pressure on that price. And then let's go to the 1-hour chart. Or I might have shifted something from the 1 hour, I think. No, yeah, maybe. I'm not sure. Maybe I did shift this one from the 1 hour. It's showing through. But anyways, bullish divergence strong right now and trying to get that rally. All right, so that's it. Let's go check out VT, I guess. I don't think we had any other requests that I missed. We were just talking about food so long that I've been trying to catch up with the chat, make sure I have everything. And yeah, so we're gonna do VT, bro. Super, super excited. I can't wait to start this. It's like a new adventure, bro. It's just super exciting to get embarked on this journey and see where it goes. Anyways, above the 2.58 cent mark, which is good. Struggling a bit. We're seeing some rejection of lower Ayrshire Valley, which is good. Again, at the same level here. I'm going to wonder if we have some kind of double bottom happening on the lower time scales. That could lead us to where we try to rally even more and go for that 2.8 cent mark. Now, you know, from low to high, the fibs are still kind of holding. We are at the same low here. We kind of bounce there. If we go high to low, I'm expecting to see something extremely similar. We're probably rejecting here that 618, which is going to be our 382. And I'm just about to flip that, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to bring this one to here. And then, oh, I moved everything. And then I'm just going to shift this one to here. Rest from high to low, like I said, rejection of that 382. See, without seeing, just because they're kind of reciprocal, it was just easy to see that there were going to be a reaction to that zone. That's where we're getting rejection, right? That 382. Again, I'm trying to make it match. Not trying to, you know, just to line things up. I'm just going from the closing here to the closing here, the lowest point. Not using the wicks because I do want to use the bodies for this one. There's really not a lot of volatility. We could use the wicks even, and I think we're still going to be within the same range and same rejection zone. It's not going to really affect your analysis overall. See, I'm just opening to that lower wick here and that higher wick there. As you can tell, we're in that same rejection zone. It's really not going to affect your analysis by much. So yeah, we're good. We're good. And yeah, 382, right below that zone. We got to get above it. Let's go to the 4 hour. Sounds right. I want in. Yeah, a lot of people want in. And then one food channel, bro. That's gonna be a. I'm not sure if I want to be able to do a food channel, bro, because I want to be stuck with the restaurant. But maybe later, once I get it established and I have employees that, you know, are there helping me work things out, and you know, people that are really want to see this company grow as well, maybe then I can start looking at streaming or, talking about the kitchen and filming stuff in the kitchen and things like that. But at the beginning, I'm going to be so busy. I don't think I'm even going to have time to like record videos. Maybe some small stuff for TikTok. And even then, not really sure. Or Instagram, we're going to have to upload on the other platforms as well. Can I look at Near? Yeah. General Sell Crypto. Yeah. It's going to be a good channel. You're super excited for me, dude. All right. Awesome, bro. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. I'm excited for myself as well. All right. So bearish divergence strong, potential fraction downside, and you're going to hear. So that's that. Bought at 65.70, about to get some movement down. Probably to that below that 60. Flagging, not the best. Again, slightly upsloping, so that could lead to farther sell-off. We are trying to hold to the 2.58 cent mark. Hopefully we can do it. Breaking below there, 20 moving average is going to be a target at 2.48. 1 hour chart. Alrighty. Bearish divergence strong as well. Would you look at that? I know. That is bearish divergence. Oh, we're gonna move down. No. It's all gonna crash down to zero. That's where we're at. So dropping, trying to bounce right now, failing to get higher than the previous high. Again, high risk that we could try to move even lower. I don't like the chart. I'll tell you why I don't like the chart. There's some gaps happening here in the last 2 hour candles, even 3-4 hour candles, where we're not matching with the closings, right? At least you can tell here that, we close here, we open at the same level, then we pumped a bit, moved sideways for the next candle, pumped up, moved sideways, dropped. Then here we have 1 gap, we have 2 gaps, 3 gaps, 4 gaps. So either we're starting to miss some data here, or there's really not a lot of volume being traded. And I am going for the second option. As you can tell here, it's just volume is really low. Even here, there were gaps, right? So there's a gap here, there's a gap here, there's another gap here. So it could be that the chart is wrong, right? It's not getting the proper data feed from, from where's this from? From Binance, and that's where we're getting those gaps. That's why I said the other day. I mean, if you want to spend money on TradingView, that's fine. You can use more tools, you can use more things for analysis. But where you're gonna have your fresh data and up to the second is gonna be on your exchange. That's where the trades are happening. And you're basically going to see the books moving much faster, and not all that information gets relayed on the second to TradingView. So your exchange is the best way to look at charts. With that said, that's it for VeChain. Let's go check out Near, right? So if you're doing day trading, you're doing some scalping and things like that, you want to be on your exchange. You don't want to be doing that out of TradingView. TradingView, it's good for longer term looks, swing trading and things like that. But day trading, you do want to be on that exchange. You want to be looking at what's happening. You want to see how the order books are moving. So yeah, again, see, we're starting to gap up again. If we do close here, that's going to track to there. That's going to track to there. At some point in time, we have to make positive momentum, and then we're going to be going from a high point on the positive momentum to less positive momentum and start having bearish divergence still. All right, let's go check Near. Oh, browse the Near. How far is Near? All right, so we're bouncing at old areas here, and not quite hitting that 3.46, but also not quite hitting that 3.21 on the drop. So we're in this small channel. We know we kind of got. We kind of held here and here as well. Then we dropped to the lower support zone, right? And then we're trying to rally, which is good. Not out of the woods. We're above the 20, which is fine. Things I don't like. There's some hidden bearish divergence here, right? And it's one of the things I don't like. That could put pressure on the price against the MACD and the RSI, right? Here for that movement up. Bullish divergence strong. So that move, the small rally that we're getting, it's happening with this bullish divergence. Initial 56.33. Not really seeing anything else. No double bottoms, no quirky patterns, no inverse head and shoulders. This back here looked sort of like it was going to be a head and shoulders inverse. We probably even went for a little bit more than a measure move of the head. We didn't quite go for the move of the pattern. 4 hour. Going higher. More positive momentum higher on the other side. There's really nothing bearish here. The pullback that we're getting is not looking healthy. It's not looking like, a flag. It's looking like pullback. So we could be targeting the $3.21 mark. 20 moving average is probably going to be there to meet us in the next couple hours. So if we do get a quick drop to that zone, we're going to bounce off the 20. We're going to bounce off 3.21. Unless Bitcoin, just shoots to the sky and it just goes ballistics. Not really experiencing anything here that is crazy. Again, here, dropping slightly lower, right? More negative momentum and lower on the other side. Really nothing bullish or bearish on the 4 hour for near. Here on the 1 hour chart, we do have some bearish divergence that is developing, at least to right now. And again, that could lead to action to the downside, right? It is anchoring to a positive momentum island. It is just very tiny, right? Look at that. It's just very tiny. And we're in this move, right? So against the other side, against the MACD, bearish divergence strong, moving down below the 20. And we can do about it. Low, going lower, more negative momentum, and lower on the other side. There's really not a lot of bullishness. There's really not a lot of bullishness to help us push through, right? Oh, man. Right. So, I'm going to try to zoom back on near to the daily and see if where we're at. Do we have fibs for this? I don't think we have any long-term fibs that are working because we just dropped so far. We're not making any kind of valid recovery yet. So the only thing we can look at is shorter-term fibs. And I think from here, we're not going to be making a valid recovery. We could barely be there, but I think we're not going to be making it. Let's see to the closing here. We are below the 236 and rejecting that zone, right? So we're hitting rejection at a key area of resistance. That is interesting to know, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to shift this one over to here. Just anchor in that same area right there. And we know we're still below this zone. Why am I shifting that one? Because I want to look at smaller fibs. I want to see where we're at on this shorter fibs. Now, if you didn't catch where I anchored, I was going from this high here, which is our lower high. Again, this is not a valid retrace, so no need to take this as a lower high. But I just want to use this as a local high for now, and this as a local low, and see where we're at. And if we look at this chart and this smaller fib move here from here to here, we are hitting that 618, and we are still above that 50% retrace. And you can see that we've closed twice. And we're really trying to hold on to that 50% retrace, which is good. Now, if we do rally, should be looking for above that 618. And that 618, it's happened right now. If I just were to draw a line here, and I'm just going to show it for showing purposes here on the stream, it is right at that 236, and it happens to line up and be confluent with our 618. That just tells us that there is a resistance there that we must break, right? So we know it's significant for two reasons. Getting above that 618 is going to get us to the deep retrace on this smaller fibs, but it's also getting us to where we're making a valid retrace on the larger move. So this could be beneficial at targeting the 382, which happens to almost like here, right? Look at that. It's going to happen to almost line up here as well with the 100%. So that run here, that small run of let's measure this. Let's see how many percentage points we're talking about. It's a 10% run, bro, right? Almost a 10% run. That could be really interesting to see play. By the time we get here, we could be looking at something deeper, that 618, which is going to line up almost with that 618, which is going to be our deeper retrace, right? On the bounce. So I think it's interesting to look at this chart. If you're looking at near again, just watch out for this. Again, remember, we are at key area of resistance. Must get above it. There's hidden divergence. It's putting pressure on the price. Last thing we had, strong bullish. That strong bullish could still get us to push through that hidden bearish. It's not there yet. Just remember, there's confluent resistances on the movement up. Right on. That's it for near, man. Thanks for requesting this one. Let's move on to Bitcoin again. Quick. Bitcoin just looks sad, bro. It looks like it needs someone to toss money at it to make it cheerful. Yes, toss more money at the Bitcoin. Right. Yeah. Anything else you guys want to look at, let me know. But yeah, going back to, restaurant talk. Really excited to get the kitchen delivered. I can't wait to go and look at it and just, make sure everything's there, it's working fine. Test out the equipment. We have to cook some menus there before we actually launch. We have to, getting used to the equipment there because it's for professional grade equipment. So I've never used professional grade kitchen, and I know the times are going to be so much different just because I already saw the burners on the stove, and those things are massive. They just put out a lot of heat extremely fast. So I already know things are going to get heated up much quicker. Probably food times are going to be faster than what I'm used to at home, and that's going to basically give us speed in the kitchen, and we have to get used to working at that speed. Otherwise, things are going to start to get burned. Or we're gonna have to lower the heat, and then we're gonna have to go slow. So, yeah, it's interesting. Ada, yeah, let's go check out Ada. Yeah, I'm super excited. It's I feel like a kid at Christmas. Cardano bouncing. All right, above that 40, that's good. Nothing bullish. Bearish divergence starting to develop here on the daily. That's certainly going to put pressure on that P rise, right? On that P rise. Bearish divergence. Oh no, potential direction and downside. Oh no. Even more oh no's. Oh no. Right, so bearish divergence, potential for moving down. That's all we have. If we do move down, 40 cents, 40.13 cents to be a little bit more precise. If we do rally, next target could be somewhere up here. Right. Right now we're facing some kind of resistance here. Right. I'll draw a line. And this small here zone. We used it as support here, using it as resistance here and support here as well. Became resistance. So now it's gonna become a slight resistance, and we're seeing that we rejected it once but twice. After that, we're probably gonna try to get above this here zone at 46.20. Right? Just watch out for those. Let's go to the I know the kid's already thinking about like how much pot he could burn on those huge burners. Ha! Higher, more positive momentum, higher still. No, sorry, slightly lower here upon second revision. I'm gonna have to zoom in here, man. I think we're going slightly lower. Yeah, look at that, just barely, bro. Barely. Barely there. Yes. Bearish divergence, action downside. We could move down. We're flagging right now. Don't look that bad. But if we do drop 20 moving average at 41.28, sorry, bought at 61.95. Let's go to the 1 hour. Alrighty, look at this. All right, bearish divergence strong. Move down a bit on that. Hidden bullish came in. I hit that in the bullish. Helping us rally a bit. Yeah, hidden bullish again. Make us go up to 20. We broke above it, which is fine. Not seeing anything else back here. And then on this move, bearish divergence. I know, bearish divergence strong against the other side. Not against the MACD. Against the MACD, it's kind of there. It's not too positive momentum. It's going from positive to negative. It kind of works. But again, we're going to have it as soon as we go to a new positive momentum island. So it is moving us down a bit. Not the end of the world. Not the end of the world. Coming inside a lower morning momentum and lower on the RSI. Really not seeing a lot right now. Cardano, I think it's chilling. And there's tightness in the Bollinger Band certainly coming in. Could be expecting to see some kind of wild move. And, we're going to try to figure out if there's any kind of resistance overhead right now. I already talked about an area that we're facing as resistance on, some horizontals. But let's get some of this Fib magic working here. And let's go from the high to the low. And we are facing resistance at the 50%, right? It happens to be right there. 50%, look at that. Oh, hit spot on and rejection. Oh my goodness, he's a wizard. He's a wizard, Harry. Right, so that's it. Let's move on to let's do real quick DXY. I haven't looked at the dollar index. Then we're gonna do the other coins. Where are the DXY here? Here we go. Oh no, it's a dropping. We know the dollar's overextended. We know there's pressure, particularly if we on the weekly, right? And we know there's bearish divergence, so no surprises. We're getting some nice recovery throughout the week. Fortunately, dropping. We can still go to 109. That's our target. A 20 moving average happens to be there as well. It catches hidden bullish divergence is going to be developing, and it's kind of there for now, right? Here, it's just starting to develop, man. And I'm not sure if this is going to really get us to pop. I could try to get us to pop, but I would definitely try to see a hit of the 20. I mean, if you want a dollar to go up, you have to get a hit of the 20, and it has to bounce right there, right? So let's go back to this. Alrighty. That's it for the DXY. Let's go check out the FTT. What was that coin? FTT, yeah. FTT. Was it this one? The FTT USD? Yeah. Like OPP, FTT. You're down with FTT? Yeah, you know me. Man, what else are we gonna do here with FTT? Let's go to the daily. Oh, DF, there's a dollar. Where's the FTT? Here we go. Oh, at 23.63. So we haven't looked at this. It's a virgin chart. PT moving up. All right. All right, the macros on the larger moves. On the larger moves, we have this divergence here that's putting pressure on the price. Oh, how boring. Yes, it is there. It's hidden bearish, by the way. Just gonna try to go on the weekly. Let's get it removed from there. Mr. Weekly. Just get it removed from there. There is some bullish divergence developing here against the RSI, not against the MACD. There's a kind of break here on the islands that don't allow us for that anchoring, but against the RSI we could, and then we can see that there's a drop happening. Hitting that 20, moving below it, nothing too crazy, but that divergence certainly putting pressure on the price. This would have been looking good for a double bottom, right? You can see one bottom here, another bottom here. Could be looking for that nice rally, but we're gonna get stunned by this, hidden divergence. The bad thing is that whatever this rally could have been, the neckline would have been right around here. We kind of lost it already, so we're not holding on to it. We're not going for that move. We're getting a throwback, right? If you read the books that I've provided, you know what throwbacks are. So you're getting the movement, and you get throwbacks, and you're getting a rejection even of that neckline as well. So now the pattern's just kind of dead. Let's go to the 4. All right, bearish divergence without even putting effort onto looking at it, man. Oh no, look at that. It's the first thing that popped into my eyes as soon as I opened this chart. Oh, look at that right there. Oh, look at this one here as well. And the larger move. Oh, no, a lot of bearish divergence developing. Moving down. Oh, no. Oh, we had some hidden bullish coming in here. That's where we got our pop. Cut above the 20. Not strong enough to get us to go higher. Maybe even some hidden divergence coming in. How about that, right? How about that hidden divergence coming in, mingling with us? Is he going to get us to pop? No. Is he get us to drop with strength? Look at it. This is just from here to here and from here to here. It's putting pressure on the price, getting us to drop lower. The only good thing is, guess what? Strong bullish. Strong bullish, lads. Hopefully, it can get us to rally. There's really nothing here on the RSI. Again, hoping to get that rally coming through. Let's go to the 1 hour, man. FTT, it has some divergence coming through. I'm not really seeing him play with a lot of strength. The 1 hour dropping in lower, more negative momentum. On the RSI, we're slightly higher. That helps with some divergence of the bullish kind. Strong bullish. Right, so let's see. There you go. Strong bullish should be going for a rally, maybe the 20 moving average. That's gonna be a nice target. There's really no line resistance. If we have a line like this, even the line from here like that, they are resistance lines. They get respected, but not for where we're at. I mean, there's really nothing here that we could be looking for. That's a resistance line that could put pressure on our price. Bullish divergence, 20 moving average is gonna be the target. I was trying to see if we could get things to line up back here. If I was looking for a line to draw like that. Sorry about that. And kind of hit it and bounce, but we're not hitting it here, and here it doesn't get respected. So there's really no resistances that we could look here on the 1 hour that we could be looking for any kind of valid rejection zone. But if we go to the daily, we might find something. And yeah, I don't think we're gonna have anything here as well. All right, here there's some kind of line, right? You can see that here is blurred, but held it here, rejected here, and then we just plowed through it. So it's not even that strong as a horizontal line. If anything, down here where we're at, or where we're managed to hold support near this zone, there could be a little bit more meat, substance for a support line, which I think is what we're at. VT's moving. Let's go check it out. Dude, there's really not a lot for FTT right now that I could look at. I really wish there was. I wish there was. There isn't. Alrighty. Where we at here, man? VT's trying to rally. Oh, good. It's trying to get above 382. Good. If it manages to close above there, say hello to that 50% retrace. That's the next target on the ladder to the upside at 2.75. Above there, 285, and then above there, 2.96, 2.89. Sorry. Yay, VT. Let's go check out the comp. I'm out of wine. I'm kidding. I still have a half a glass. All right, so bullish divergence. First thing I'm looking at as soon as I walk into the chart and open the door, I'm greeted by bullish divergence. Hello, how's you going? What's your name? Bullish divergence. Nice to meet you. Get action to the upside here. Get above the 20, using that support for now, which is fine. If you want to be really tight about this movement here, there's some hidden bearish, and that's where you're getting pressure happening right now. Oh, the pressure it builds. It gets us to drop. So sad. Alrighty, let's get this one going here, right? Oh, look at that hidden bearish. Oh, pressure on the price. 20 moving average holding support, which is good. That would have been our target again. We're looking on comp for some kind of cup and handle formation. If you remember, we talked about this. On this drop, we kind of got rid of any kind of handle that we're looking for, right? So we no longer have this idea going on here. Let's go to the 4 hour. Dropping lower, more negative momentum. Jeez, man. Again, from way back here, we're going to have some bullish divergence against the RSI. It's not going to be the cleanest. I mean, the periods are 14. We're extending over the periods to look for stuff. But this could still, work. some extent. Got a rally. Good. Oh, look at this. Oh no, bearish divergence hidden. No, we're moving down. Yeah, I mean, guys, it's, you know, this is the market. Bearish divergence moving down. Hit support near the 20. I think that's good. Not the best looking flag by any means. It's looking more like a retrace for now. Could try to drop again. Yeah, the only thing that could save us is if we try to rally. Maybe it's somewhere around here. And we should go like this. Oh no, why is it not drawing? Here we go. Rally somewhere here, and then we drop a little bit more, and then, yeah, then yes, we look at a flag. But this so far, it just looks like a drop of some sort. And like, we're just gonna take a massive drop here. Why is this not getting rid of that? There we go. See that, right? Not very flaggy looking. Right, let's move on to the 1 hour. Oh, looky here. Bearish divergence. What? What is this? Bearish divergence. Strong. Action to the downside. What? Hidden bullish. It's so crazy. Obviously, you know I'm kidding, right? Hidden bullish. Action to the upside. Hitting the 20. Close to it. Could still ride to rally a little bit more. And go for that 20 moving average around 51.83. Guys, you know, that's the move. That's what we should be looking for. That is our target right now. Right. So, we're going to call it a stream for tonight. If y'all enjoyed the content, hit the like, the bell, and the sub. Join us on the Discord. Links have gone out. Pin at the top of the chat. Remember that all the information that is provided here is for entertainment and educational purposes only. Please don't trade based on what you see here. We are just discussing ideas. This is not financial advice. I am not a financial advisor. On that note, thank you very much for watching. And I'll be here tomorrow for another edition of So Crypto. I know next week's going to be hectic for me. And, you know, streams are probably going to be a bit wonky in the near future. I'll try to be here as much as I can. Whenever I can. There's not going to be a set schedule for streams. I want to thank y'all for being part of this awesome community. And being here for the streams and, you know, watching the content and supporting the channel with the likes. You know, whoever's had to have supported with donations, that's amazing. Thank y'all for that as well. You know, there's people that have supported the channel, not with donations, but with other kindnesses. And thank you for that. You know, if you ever lend me an ear and things like that, when I was having... you know, kind of like issues, existential issues with the channel. Thank you for that, man. All right. And I really appreciate it, y'all. I kind of hate that I'm not able to do this as often, at least not in the short term. But I'll try to be here as much as I can. Like I said, and yeah, thank you very much for watching. I'll be here tomorrow for another edition of So Crypto, right? All right, thanks, Jake. I appreciate it, my friend. Guys, that's gonna be it for tonight. I'll catch you again tomorrow for another edition of So Crypto. Follow Jake on CryptoFam's Discord as well. And yeah, I'll be here tomorrow for another edition of So Crypto. Until then.